Year-old Ryan Moore of Danforth was indicted on charges of manslaughter, driving to endanger, and leaving the scene of an accident involving serious injury. 28-year-old Michaela Lowell of Danforth was indicted for hindering apprehension and tampering with a witness. The accident happened on May 29th. Maine Department of Public Safety spokesperson Shannon Moss says the driver of a Ford Explorer crossed the center line, hit two motorcycles, and then took off. 50-year-old Don Charette of Frenchville died at the scene. Another person was injured.
The Heart of Maine United Way celebrated its 85th year with a Construction food drive and kickoff event. Our Matthew Jurancic explains.
I'm here at Bass Park, where local businesses in the Bangor area came out early to create constructions just like this. More than 200 volunteers and staff members arrived at Hollywood Casino Raceway as early as 8:30 this morning to begin constructing their sculptures. Members had 3 hours to design constructions made out of canned goods, with attendees voting on their favorite. Heart of Maine United Way Chief Operating Experience Officer Jesse Moriarty said this year's event lived up to expectations.
You know, we've been talking about this being one of the funnest food drives we've ever done, and it didn't disappoint. I mean, people really came through. We had companies and organizations who built amazing sculptures. And actually, we collected 4,900 cans for folks who could use a little bit of a hand up.
The event marks the start of United Way's fundraising efforts while raising awareness about food insecurity and supporting local food pantries. Heart of Maine United Way President and CEO Shira Patterson says the need is greater than ever.
We know that more than 49,000 people in our 6-county service area meet the definition of food insecurity and food insecure, and we know that even more people access food from time to time.
The cans used in the displays will be donated to local food pantries across the state of Maine. Following the competition, members enjoyed a kickoff lunch and entertainment from Rick Tyler. With this being the first event under its new name, Patterson says this holds much more significance.
Well, we haven't been able to do a kickoff in person in 2 years. And so for us, coming back to this location is just really special to bring the community together as we think about our charge this fall to raise $1.69 million.
Reporting from Bangor, Matthew Jurancic, ABC7 and Fox 22.
Senators Susan Collins and John Thune from South Dakota have introduced new legislation that would prohibit the Internal Revenue Service from hiring new enforcement employees until basic taxpayer service targets are met. Those targets include improved phone services and more efficient tax return processing. In a statement, Susan Collins said, quote, "Americans deserve a government that is responsive, yet the IRS has consistently failed to provide taxpayers with the service they should expect. Incredibly, 4 out of 5 phone calls from taxpayers seeking assistance go unanswered, and tax refunds have been unacceptably delayed. Our legislation would fix the IRS's misplaced priorities by requiring the agency to focus on improving customer service and reducing backlogs," end quote.
Well, yesterday around 11 p.m., the U.S. Geological Survey reported an earthquake near West Paris, Maine. Early reports indicated people calling in for what they believed was an explosion, and it turns out it was a 2.3 magnitude earthquake, which is the strongest the state has seen over the last few years. Most of Maine's earthquakes are smaller in size, and according to Maine's Geological Survey, the largest accurate measurement was on June 15, 1973, from an earthquake just on the Quebec border from northern Oxford County, Maine, with a Richter scale reading of 4.8.
30 years ago today, balloonists at Bass Park in Bangor took off on a harrowing journey to Europe. The Chrysler Transatlantic Challenge was a race between 5 teams from the U.S., Germany, UK, Belgium, and the Netherlands. Each 2-person team was equipped with a 90-foot nylon balloon. Local writer and historian Richard Shaw says the race was the first of its kind, with race organizers choosing Bangor because of its favorable wind currents and trajectory to Europe. Shaw was there that day to see those balloons take off.
It was well after midnight, 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. I was up in the grandstand with a lot of other diehards, and just what a nice idea it was. It was all free, and sat there eating nachos at because I got kind of hungry by 1 in the morning.
Well, the U.S. team didn't quite make it to Europe. They landed in Morocco, but ended up setting a world record nonetheless for the most time in the sky with 145 hours. It was also the first balloon trip from the U.S. to Africa.
The Piscataquis Chamber of Commerce has announced this year's Business of the Year award recipient. The owner of Pat's Pizza in Dover Foxcroft and Milo, Bob Aid, will take home the honor. Bob Aid took over Pat's Pizza in Milo back in 2010 and then opened the Dover Foxcroft location 2 years later. Both locations have held hundreds of fundraisers, giving back at least 10% of their profits to local charities, families experiencing loss or trauma, and school sports. Denise Bazzelli from the Piscataquis Chamber of Commerce said he's always thinking about the community and, quote, he sees the need and pivots, improving his business offerings and the quality of life for the residents while keeping those options available for visitors to the area.
Well, we are, of course, here in beautiful Millinocket.
Yes.
It is just a gorgeous day. Really starting to feel like fall out
Yeah.
here, but nice day for a nice light jacket and some music out in the park.
I was kind of excited to break out the fleece finally.
Yeah.
So excited for fleece. I don't call it sweater weather, I call it fleece weather.
Yeah, I mean, fleeces are fantastic.
They are the best.
And we are happy to have them.
We're happy to be here. It's
Yep.
some great music, like Pete said, going on behind us. And it's been a pretty clear day, a little breezy, and with a little bit more on what we can expect weather-wise. Let's take a first look at our forecast.
All right, Beth and Peter, thank you. Happy Friday. Your first weather is brought to you by Goose River Farm Meat Store. And okay, so for us, yeah, here we go. Cooler temperatures tonight, lows down near 40, meaning a couple of you will dip your toes into the upper 30s tonight. Today, though, for highs, not so bad. Here in Bangor, 66, 61 for Millinocket, St. Paul Harbor. So it's a very nice day, very comfortable day, but below average. The average high is still back in the low 70s. And there's also going to be some dense fog in the forecast for us tonight as the air kind of goes calm for several hours and temperatures meet the dew point in the low 40s. Lots of clear skies out there right now. There are some clouds back off to our west. Those clouds will stay there for now. We have a great weekend on deck, followed by some more rain showers getting in here early next week. Our forecast then for tonight, though, is mostly clear skies and a bit cool with low temperatures down near 40. Your full forecast is coming up. Beth and Peter.
Well, when we come back after this commercial break, we'll have an interview with the chair of the Trails and Festival, which is what you see going on behind us.
That's right. We'll have that and much more as ABC 7 News at 6 on the road continues.
On the Road, broadcasting the news at 6, live from Millinocket, is sponsored by Emery Lee & Sons does it all and does it well. Your general contractor since the 1960s. Stearns Lumber Company, offering lumber, hardware, paint, pet supplies, rental equipment, and more. Family owned and operated since 1838. And S&S Weapons, open Thursday through Sunday, 12 to 6. Stop in and let Scott or Sam help you find what you're looking for. On the Road, broadcasting the news at 6, live from Millinocket, is sponsored by Peer-to-Peer, a community-oriented center inspiring hope for recovery in the Katahdin region. Emery Lee & Sons does it all and does it well. Your general contractor since the 1960s. And S&S Weapons, open Thursday through Sunday, 12 to 6. Stop in and let Scott or Sam help you find what you're looking for.
At Home Kitchen, Bath, and Flooring in Dover Foxcroft are proud members of the Flooring Network here in Maine. We have our flooring installers on staff ready for you and your custom flooring project. With over 50 years of combined experience, we'll work with you from start to finish, including demo and cleanup. Backed by the Flooring Network's state-of-the-art warehouses, we have a massive inventory to provide you with the best value and fit any flooring budget you may have. So stop in, meet our flooring experts, and see what we can do to make you feel at home.
A Cadillac is more than a statement. It's a celebration of self-expression and a declaration of your independence. So choose to be bold and choose to be exactly who you are.
Get 2.99% APR for 60 months plus $500 purchase allowance on the 2022 Cadillac XT4, XT5, and XT6.
Visit Court Cadillac in Bangor.
Here, you can find monuments to veterans from many generations, except ours. Jared stepped up. Jared Golden joined the Marines after 9/11. He knew veterans needed to be recognized for their service. That's why in Congress, Jared fought so hard with veterans from both parties to build the Global War on Terrorism Memorial. This will be a place for all of us who served in Iraq and Afghanistan to heal, and for our families too.
I'm Jared Golden, and I approve this message because the memory of our fallen brothers and sisters must live on for generations to come.
There's one number you need to know. It's called Joe.
Welcome back, everyone. Something new is coming here to the town of Millinocket. Devin Dagnall has the story.
There's still loggers, there's still the community, there's plenty of people that grew up here that it means a lot to. So, yeah, I think it's going to be a showstopper.
Behind me is the beginning stages of Joy McEwen's latest artistic contribution to the town of Millinocket, a mural that will celebrate the lives of loggers and mill workers who used to live in the town and the history they created. Located in downtown Millinocket, the mural will consist of 5 sections, each telling a different part of the town's history. According to McEwen, the work will depict log drivers driving logs down the Penobscot River, mill workers leaving their check house, a log truck, an A.O. Harkness, and the town's mill at its peak.
Since the mill has gone down, we've struggled a lot, and I want to have people remember the mill and the mill workers and dedicate this to the mill workers.
No stranger to the work she's doing, the mural will actually be one of several McEwen has already been commissioned to do throughout Millinocket. McEwen says that the project has been in the works for months now, and she's excited to have it underway. The mural is funded by Our Katahdin, a non-profit organization working to promote community and economic development in the Katahdin region. A large portion of the funds were acquired through a local fundraiser held by the organization, which, according to McEwen, proves how excited the region is for this work to be done.
It's been a lot of ups and downs, and the community's trying to come together to rebuild Millinocket, and I'm grateful for all the support I get.
McEwen isn't exactly sure when her artistic vision will be complete, but she says she hopes it will be done before snow falls this winter. In Millinocket, I'm Devin Dagnall, reporting for ABC7 and Fox 22.
All right, well, we are here with Cody McEwen, who is the Trails End Festival chair. Cody, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you guys for coming.
And this is a comeback year for the festival, like many events for the state of Maine.
Absolutely. This festival was established in 2007, and this is what would be our 15th anniversary. So we're calling this our 15th anniversary this year. We're so glad to have it and bring it back for the community. And as you can see, we're having a enjoyable event here on this very brisk almost fall evening.
Tell us a little bit about what folks can find here at the festival.
So right now we're about to wrap up our chili cook-off, $100 cash prize for that.
Right.
We got Crossroads performing right now, local Bangor band, but they always give a good time up here.
Yeah.
We have plenty going on throughout the weekend. We have a dunk tank, a duck race. Saturday night we got a pub crawl and a party bus that's going to bring you around town safely too.
Oh boy. And you said dunk tank. I assume that will be during the warmest part of the day.
We'll try to hit like high noon. Wherever that like warm period is, we'll get the dunk tank going for that.
The high noon dunk tank. Alrighty. This definitely brings a lot of economic commerce to the area. So talk about the importance of bringing this back finally.
Absolutely. We're always trying to extend that into the shoulder season, get the extra economy boost really to the region, and that's one of the things the Trails End Festival is about. Really, it's even about the culture, having people leave their homes and head up the Appalachian Trail up here, and end up here in the almost fall, and we're just here to throw them a party as well.
Right.
So not only is it for them, it's for us and the town and the community and the region as a whole.
Alrighty. And just anything else folks should know about the fall season here in Millinocket as well? Obviously, Baxter State Park close by. Fall foliage is ramping up. Seems like a win-win.
Oh, there's so much to do around here. Even if you're just going out for a fall paddle on the lake, you still fly fishing on the West Branch up here on the Penobscot, and we have not only the Baxter State Park, but the Katahdin Woods and Waters National Monument close by as well. So you're sure to have a good time up here.
All right, folks, we'll come on up for the Trails End Festival, running through the weekend, I presume.
Yeah, until Sunday afternoon. We're going to have Crossroads is our headliner tonight.
Yeah.
Tomorrow we have Port George's, the Portland band coming up, and then Sunday the Mallet Brothers are playing at 2 p.m. So come on up and have a good time.
All right, it is a party all weekend here in Millinocket, and stay with us. The full 5 days coming up.
On the Road, broadcasting the news at 6, live from Millinocket, is sponsored by Northwood Real Estate, serving the greater Katahdin region since 1984. Contact us today. Rick's Market, located at 99 Main Street, East Millinocket. Come try beverages, pizza, sandwiches, and the famous chicken log. And John Dro's Greenhouse and Outer Limits Med Shop. Please stop in and check out our medical selections.
Jared Golden promised to watch out for us, even campaigned as a fighter against Biden's reckless spending that he knew would make inflation worse. But 3 days later, Jared Golden cast a deciding vote for Biden's newest wasteful spending bill that experts say will hike taxes by billions on those making under $200,000. Maine families are already struggling too much on Jared Golden's watch. Congressional Leadership Fund is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Here's your chance to win a VIP trip to Times Square and $1 million live on national television. Enter Maine Lottery's First Millionaire of the Year promotion today, and you and a guest could win an exciting trip to New York City and appear on Dick Clark's New Year's Rockin' Eve. Don't miss your chance to become the next Powerball First Millionaire of the Year. The countdown is on. There's a million reasons to play. So get your Powerball ticket and enter for a chance to win.
The better way to a better window. Renewal by Andersen.
Just as cooler weather comes along, so does another great offer from Renewal by Andersen. All this month, $300 off each of our energy-efficient windows, $800 off each door, nothing down, no payments or interest for 12 months for qualified buyers. Schedule a free in-home consultation at rbagreatermaine.com.
The better way to a better window. Renewal by Andersen.
My heart is breaking for our seniors in Maine. Joe Biden and the Democrats have made everything that we need to live more expensive. They are driving up inflation, driving up the cost of heating oil and gasoline, and keeping our border open with Mexico. We know how to fix these problems, but we need to make a change. Governor LePage needs a partner in Washington with common sense. I want to bring common sense, Maine common sense, back to Congress. I love the people of Maine. I love our state, and I want to help.
I'm Bruce Poliquin, and I approve this message.
The Husson University Eagles take on the Alfred State Pioneers this Saturday at noon on Fox 22.
Back into our Bangor studio. Thank you for staying with us. Pete, Beth, hope you guys are kind of staying warm out there. It's chilly out there tonight. We have some good and bad news coming out of the golf world in Maine to start, and we will start off with the bad news, right? Get that out of the way. The PGA's Corn Ferry Tour will not be making a stop here in Maine next summer, as they did the past 2 years for the Live and Work in Maine Open. Now, for the good news. Officials are already working on an even bigger week-long golf event. What we know so far, the name of the tournament will be called the Drive for Kids Celebrity Challenge. Talks are going on as we speak with celebrities who have recently appeared on the American Century Championship Tour, and some really big names are in those talks. You know, a guy named Patrick Mahomes, Steph Curry, don't know if you guys have heard of him, and even Tony Romo. We could know the exact dates and the course sometime in the coming months, but Shamrock Sports and Entertainment CEO Brian Corcoran says it is going to be a huge hit for Maine sports fans.
It will be a who's list of not only the traditional New England sports legends, but a longer list of nationally and even globally known celebrities.
All right, looking forward to that. Some of those pro football and basketball players and celebrities are a lot better at golf than you would think. I heard Curry is phenomenal out in the links. But anyways, let's go to some high school sports now. Before all of the Friday night football action, we had some teams in action this afternoon. In field hockey, Old Town looking to keep rolling, visiting Herman. We are going to start here in the first quarter. Coyotes with a chance early on. Grace Willie to Kaylee Wagner to Karma Ruggieri, but Lydia Barron turns them all away. For the Hawks now, looking for the first goal of the game. This gets behind Amara Francis, and just misses the cage. We are still scoreless. Hawks, again, off of a corner. A great chance here for Delaney Carr, but Francis and the Yotes defense turn them away. Late in the third quarter, now we go. It's Kaylee Wagner. She is going to find the back of the cage. She fights this one past Barron. Yotes take the first lead. Moving on, Herman with a chance here. No good, but they would score too late in the fourth to take a 2-1 victory. What a comeback from the Hawks. We credit Grace Kelly for their first score, and Molly Simcox knocked in the game winner off of an assist from Carr. A great win from Herman. Let's stay on the subject of high school sports now. There are football games going on as we speak, and we've got a lot of action coming your way tonight at 11. In Pittsfield, we will start. The Broncos of Hamden Academy and the Huskies of MCI will battle it out. Both teams looking for that elusive first win of the season, and only one of them is going to get it. And then up here, it is the home opener for Brewer at historic Doyle Field. They're hosting a Class A opponent, looking to rebound off of their loss to Skowhegan last week. Edward Little will be the challengers, and if you are at either of those home games, whether you're an MCI or Brewer fan, we got a little something for you. Sports Blitz t-shirts, that will be there tonight, and that is all the time we have for sports right now in the 6th, but here's Jeff Weller with your full 5-day forecast. Jeff?
All right, Tyler, thank you. Your full weather is brought to you by Varney Ford, the nice car and truck people. And let's talk about football tonight. It's going to be a gorgeous night for football, all the games out there tonight. No worries at all, except for it's going to be a bit cool on the bleachers with low temperatures back in the upper 30s to low 40s tonight with little to no breeze. Okay, today, though, not so much. 66 here in Bangor, 61 for Millinocket. A very nice day, comfortably cool, but the sun was out for a while, made things feel a bit warmer. And we're going to keep these 60s around for a while through the weekend into early parts of next week. The wind is out of the northwest. This was a thing today, right? We had wind gusts near 30 miles per hour, making the 60s feel a bit colder. This will actually die down a bit tonight and then give us a chance for some dense fog by tomorrow morning. So you're driving 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning, likely some dense fog across the area early tomorrow morning. Okay, so the allergens, they're in the air once again. They're not awful right now, but they're out there. The grass, pollen, moderate category, weed as well. So overall, if you're sniffling and sneezing, this is likely one of the reasons why, and likely staying in the moderate category into the weekend and into next week. Lots of clear skies out there all day long today. Gosh, it was nice, wasn't it? The clouds are to our north and back off to our west. Those will stay there. So this is going to stay there, that's going to stay there, and we're in a good spot, right? The happy spot in the middle. That's going to last pretty much all weekend long. A fantastic weekend on deck, a fall weekend, right? With temperatures hanging out in the 60s around here. All right, let's walk you through it. So clear skies out there tonight into tomorrow morning, but then likely some dense fog early tomorrow morning. That'll quickly burn off with the 6:30 sunrise, and then we're off to the races tomorrow. Very nice day. Temperatures back in the 60s. And then here we go into early parts of Sunday. Maybe a few showers entering early parts of Sunday into Sunday evening. Overall, those may go to the north of us as well, as we do have some showers entering the picture, most likely Sunday morning into Sunday afternoon, but there's a chance they could go further north. Our forecast, though, for tonight, though, is mostly clear skies. Some dense fog is likely. Look for low temperatures. I went with 39 tonight. A couple of you could do 38 or so, with a calm wind after midnight. For tomorrow, all right, here we go. Lots of sunshine tomorrow. High temperatures back up near 68 with a west wind that could gust near 15 throughout the afternoon. And then looking ahead, your 5-day forecast shows the story, right? So tomorrow, a very nice day, 68, going for 70, probably stopping just short. There's Sunday. A couple of rain showers are back in the forecast on Sunday with a high temperature of 64. And then look what happens. When the rain showers get here, they're not going to go anywhere anytime quickly. A chance for rain back in the forecast Monday into Tuesday with high temperatures only in the 60s. Beth and Peter.
All righty, thanks so much.
Yeah, we'll have much more here from Millinocket after the break, so stay with us.
On the Road, broadcasting the news at 6, live from Millinocket, is sponsored by West Branch Wellness, the Katahdin region's premier med and head shop. Exceptional products, even better service. The Katahdin General Store, an agency liquor store with a new takeout menu, souvenirs, and all your outdoor essentials. And Davis Pharmacy, offering home medical equipment, respiratory services and supplies, pharmacy services and gifts. Stop in or call today.
We finally did it. Did right by every child in Maine. For the first time ever, Maine is paying its full share for pre-K through 12 education. We did it by putting politics aside and bringing Democrats, Republicans, and independents together to put our kids first. With more resources in the classroom, better pay for teachers, and property tax relief for homeowners.
Fully supporting our kids. One more way Governor Mills puts Maine first.
Find meaningful work in behavioral health care, like Hattie, a daily living supports who works with people living with a mental illness in their homes.
I never thought that I would get into the caretaking field. In my own journey with PTSD, I discovered I could help others by being a DLS, and I didn't need a degree or training. They provided that. I can't believe that I get paid for helping someone.
Learn more about compassionate careers through caringforme.org.
Scudic & Bloom, a full-service, custom-designed florist, Main Street in Winter Harbor.
We can deliver one-of-a-kind, full-color flower arrangements
by custom floral designer me, Pam.
Delivering to Ellsworth and surrounding areas for any occasion.
Please visit scudicandbloom.com or call 844-SCUDIC.
I've been having foot pain for at least 10 years. The first day I put the key boot on, I could tell the difference. My pain level has been so much better. I was amazed. The key boots made it possible for me to actually walk without pain. I can go shopping, walking around the store without wanting to cry. I mean, I feel like dancing sometimes. The key boots made all the difference. Very happy with it. Comfort shoes, it's just changed my life.
Tonight, Texas and Florida sending migrants to sanctuary cities and Martha's Vineyard, the showdown over immigration, plus powerful moments as thousands pay respects to the Queen. World News Tonight with David Muir is the most watched program on all of television.
Welcome back, everyone. The Colonial Theatre in Belfast is offering free movies as a goodbye before changing ownership. Free admission started a week ago and will go through September 18th. During this time, owners Therese and Mike are offering a total of 71 previously released film favorites. The Colonial Theatre has been entertaining the community of Belfast since 1912. For more information and the movie schedules, you can go to colonialtheatre.com.
And finally, tonight, the New England Outdoor Center and the Bicycle Coalition of Maine have teamed up for their second annual Maine Woods Rambler. The event will take place on September 25th with the 100-kilometer race starting at 7:30 a.m. and the 50-kilometer race starting at 9 a.m. Matthew Polstein, president of the New England Outdoor Center, describes the event as a gravel grind because the route will mostly consist of gravel roads with a few bike trails in between. Polstein also says that the event is a great way to get people to visit the area and bring funds into it.
It introduces people to the Katahdin region. I think that, in some ways, maybe its most important sort of community role. The 100-kilometer ride rides right through the middle of Millinocket, and so it brings money to the area that help with the youth riding programs and build trails.
Registration for the bike ride is on the Bicycle Coalition of Maine's website, and it's open until September 21st. So something else cool to bring you to the Katahdin region. That actually sounds like a lot of fun.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And what better time than fall up here in, just the middle of Maine. It's so beautiful.
Yeah.
And, I mean, there's so much to do, like you said.
Yeah.
And especially this weekend to come out here to this festival.
Yeah, come out to the Trails End Festival, have some good food, get to the dunk tank while it's warm,
Exactly.
and then enjoy the rest of the festival throughout the rest of the day. And speaking of enjoying the rest of the festival, let's kick them over to the dynamic stylings of Crossroads.
Absolutely.
So we would have gone number 3, number 5, and number 1. If that makes any difference to you guys. I know y'all ate it. I'm guessing it was all good. And I really want to give a shout out to our ballroom dancers over here. That was fantastic, guys. I'm guessing y'all have had a lesson or two in your life. And now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, please welcome Crossroads.
Let's go, girls. Come on.
ABC 7 News at 6 on the road live from Millinocket is sponsored by